Assalamu alaikum students. I am Ms. Tasmia Kamal from Army Public School and College System Atak. I welcome you to our science class for grade 7th. It is a part of EBSEC's online support program. The topic of our lesson today is limiting factors of photosynthesis and respiration, and the objectives are by the end of this lesson you will be able to understand the limiting factors of photosynthesis, know about ways of using glucose by plants, explain respiration of plants. Limiting factors. Photosynthesis does not happen at same speed all the time. The process of photosynthesis is affected by a number of things. These things are called factors. At any one time, the factor which is in the shortest supply will determine the rate of photosynthesis. We call this limiting factor. These factors are light, carbon dioxide, and temperature. Light is an important factor affecting the process of photosynthesis. Process of photosynthesis takes place in the presence of sunlight. Photosynthesis will be faster if more light energy is available. Here you can see plants growing in red light. The color of light is important. Plants prepare food best in the presence of red and blue light. Green light isn't used because it is reflected. That's why leaves of plants are green. Carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide and water are the materials used for photosynthesis. Plants take water from the soil. Now a question arises, from where plants get carbon dioxide? The answer is from air. Air contains 0.03% of carbon dioxide. If more carbon dioxide available, then the process of photosynthesis will be faster. Here you can see a greenhouse. Carbon dioxide added to air in greenhouses to increase yield of greenhouse crops. Temperature. Temperature is also an important factor. We know that photosynthesis is a chemical reaction which is affected by changes in temperature. The speed or rate of photosynthesis is always faster on warm days as compared to cold ones. The chemical reaction stops altogether if temperature gets too hot. Ideal conditions. Ideal condition means the best conditions for the process of photosynthesis. A plant will photosynthesize best if it has enough light, carbon dioxide, and perfect temperature. As we already know that photosynthesis is a chemical reaction and glucose is one of the product of this reaction. Now question is how plants use that glucose. Glucose is actually a type of sugar. It is food made by plants during photosynthesis, and a plant can use the glucose by many ways. Some of glucose will be used to produce energy. Some glucose will be changed into starch or oil and stored in roots, stems, seeds and fruits. Some glucose is changed into cellulose to make new cell walls. Cellulose gives a strong coat to plant cells. It helps the plant to support itself. Some glucose joined up with minerals from soil. For example, nitrogen joined with glucose to make protein, and plants need protein for growth. Plants are living things, so they must be respire, and they do. Respiration is the release of energy from breakdown of glucose in living cells. This chemical reaction happens in mitochondria, and all cells including plant cells must respire in order to produce energy they need for everyday life. Respiration usually involves intake of oxygen and production of carbon dioxide. There are two types of respiration, aerobic and anaerobic. Respiration that involves oxygen is called aerobic. Aerobic means with air, but sometimes respiration takes place without oxygen, called anaerobic. Anaerobic means without air. Here is the word equation for aerobic respiration means with air. Glucose and oxygen combine to produce carbon dioxide and water, and some energy produced. Conclusion. Limiting factors that are light, carbon dioxide, and temperature affects the rate of photosynthesis. Plants use glucose to produce energy while some glucose changed into cellulose and starch or oil. Respiration is the release of energy due to breakdown of glucose. Respiration takes place at night.